Future Talk.
This is Future Talk
with Omnial Saleh and Hani Balkis.
Happy Sunday, everyone, and happy back to school to everyone tuning into us right now. Parents, students, it's a very hectic Sunday, isn't it?
Yes, indeed. It's a very hectic Sunday. The roads were busier than usual, actually. A lot of buses. I haven't seen buses in a while now. And, even at work, there was a lot of, a lot of movement going around.
A lot of movement.
Yeah, a lot of movement, a lot of cars,
True.
And it's really cool how I feel like this is just one step closer to getting back to real life.
I feel like it's the first back or semester
I'm kind of jealous.
back. Why?
I'm jealous of everyone going back to university.
True.
University was fun.
It's a fun time, especially because this semester people are actually getting to enjoy in-class, face-to-face learning, which is something that they haven't experienced in a very long time. I think it's been about a year and a half since any kid has been in a physical
Around 2.
school. True.
Because they were during winter break.
Yeah.
Or spring break.
It was winter when we first went on lockdown. True. It was winter break. So happy back to school season for everyone, especially parents. I'm sure they're celebrating getting rid of their kids for quite some time at home and just having some peace and quiet. We've got lots and lots to share with you about what's happening in the tech world, in the UAE, and all around the world. And we're going to be starting out with the UAE because there's a warning actually coming from the Federal Authority of Identity and Citizenship about fake emails, assuming and playing the role of the government. We're going to tell you exactly how you can spot them and what you can do to fight those emails.
Yes, and Apple is going to repair iPhone 12 models with faulty audio functions. And we're also going to be talking about something I have a little bit of hidden information regarding Apple.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you told me that they would be repairing your battery as well.
Yes.
Yeah, so coming up in the world of weird tech, we've got lots to share with you as well as we discuss drones delivering pizzas. And
I love pizza.
I love pizza as well. And this is happening in South Korea. We're going to take a quick trip over there and tell you about it.
Yes, and Twitter will also start launching ticketed spaces for some iOS users. So we do know that Twitter did launch its spaces, kind of like a Clubhouse mock-up. Now you have to kind of buy tickets for spaces, those secret kind of rooms. Or, if your favorite podcaster or celebrity is making a talk, maybe you just have to pay for it.
Who knows? But speaking of scams and fake news, we're talking all about scams today. A security expert was actually warning everyone about using the applications that tend to mimic or turn your face into a cartoon character. We've seen these widespread on Instagram in different filters. We've seen specific applications that are catered towards those. And this security expert is saying that we should not be using them. But can we still use them and yet keep our privacy? That's what we're going to be discussing in just a few moments.
Yes, we have a lot of storing for you guys today. So keep Pulse 95 locked because we're going to be right back.
Daily digital news. Bits and bytes connect our world.
The UAE's ICA is warning customers against fake emails. Now, the Federal Authority of Identity and Citizenship is telling customers to make sure that the email IDs bear the government domain, which is ica.gov.ae. So apparently, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people are getting so-called emails from the Federal Authority of Identity and Citizenship, but they are fakes, they are scams, they are fraud.
Yes, indeed. And in a tweet on Thursday, the authority actually urged a lot of its customers to go ahead and take a second look at the emails that they are receiving. What is that email address? Because a lot of customers have been just getting these emails thinking that it is that authority. It's the Federal Authority of Identity and Citizenship, and filling up all the details when these emails are actually being sent off by scammers. So we need to make sure that these emails do bear the government's domain or URL or address, as you want, whatever you want to call it, and it's the ica.gov.ae. Make sure that this is the right URL before you go ahead and respond to it, because scammers are just waiting for the moment that you go ahead and you respond to that email to basically trick you and get all of your credentials. That could be credentials to your email account or even credentials to your financial information.
Yes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the warnings is to make actually customers safe from the attempts by fraudsters to harm people by providing fake online links in the name of the ICA. So the Federal Authority of Identity and Citizenship is giving this PSA message to let you know that, listen, these are fake emails and should only, trust emails coming from at ica.gov.ae. If any other domain name does be sent to you, do not open the message. Don't even read what is in it because it is fake, it is fraudulent. And, at some points in time, even if you open an email or open the link, you might just be at risk of malware, of Trojans, of whatever type of hacking that could be on your computer.
Absolutely. And falling for an email or an email scam, to be more specific, it can happen to anyone. You might think, I'll most probably notice, I'll spot all the grammatical mistakes or all the spelling mistakes. But scammers are getting smarter by the day. And it's a very frightening concept that, just clicking one link in an email that you thought would be legitimate would cause your entire computer, your financial information to be accessed easily. So whenever we look at phishing emails and how these scams tend to work, it's actually very simple. Victims are tricked into clicking on a link in that email or responding back to it, or even sometimes it's as easy as opening an attachment in the email. Once you click that link or you open that attachment, you are then redirected to a fake website that would basically ask you to fill in information that could be accessing credentials like your Emirates ID, your phone number, or it could be even entering your credit card details. Once scammers capture those details, there's only little that you can do to help prevent a catastrophe from taking place. So the best thing you could do is to prevent it from even happening.
Yes, and a lot of people are trying, or a lot of hackers are trying to utilize the time right now that the Federal Authority for Identity and Citizenship is issuing a lot of IDs electronically until the new ones are updated. So a lot of people are eager to get their hands on new IDs. So they might say, hey, send us 400 dirhams or 1,000 dirhams or whatever.
Or just even pay through that link.
Yeah, pay through that link so you can get that new ID. But in fact, it is fake. Let us know your guys' thoughts. 4215, do it slots, or on our Instagram at Pulse95 Radio. We're taking a short break, but when we come back, we're talking all about Apple to repair iPhone 12 models with faulty audio functions.
Daily digital news. Bits and bytes connect our world.
My favorite thing about Apple is that when they make a mistake, they own up to it. They're ready to pay whatever bill it takes to fix that mistake. And today's mistake, sadly, is impacting every person who owns an iPhone 12.
Yes, now the company said some iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Pro devices have a defect with a component on the receiver module. Now, Apple said a very small percentage, though, of iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Pro devices have an audio problem and actually have pledged to repair their products. Not only do if you have an audio problem, so apparently there was a newsletter the other day that says if your phone is an iPhone 12 and it's not over a year old and the battery is under 95%, you are eligible for a free battery change at any Apple store in the UAE.
I'm at 96%, so I'm
at 93.
Oh, what? Has it been a year since you've had your phone? Or more, I feel like.
No, it's been December. So the phones in questions are actually phones manufactured between October 2020 and April 2021, and they have a defect with a component on the receiver module. And ladies and gentlemen, the best part of this is that the repair will be free of charge, and the problem does not affect the iPhone 12 mini. And you're out of luck, Omnia, the iPhone 12 Pro Max.
We're out of luck. What's interesting about this is, in simpler words, if you have an iPhone 12 or an iPhone 12 Pro, and whenever you're making phone calls, it does not give out sound from the receiver end. Whenever you make or even receive calls, you may just be eligible for that service. A lot of people may have already been experiencing this issue, but they thought it's something that they have done. It's a mistake on their end. Feel free and relax. It's not on your end. It's something that's impacting most of iPhones. Now, Apple did launch the iPhone 12 series, which was actually the first 5G-enabled smartphones in October of last year. We're looking at them releasing a new launch in just a few weeks, I think. It's in mid-September, their new launch. And the new models that they announced were the iPhone 12 mini, the iPhone 12, iPhone 12 Pro, iPhone 12 Pro Max. The only ones that are impacted by this default are actually the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 12 Pro, which it's good to know. At least Pro Max users are not impacted.
Yeah, so we do see Apple taking the approach of owning up to their problems, to their faults, just like Samsung. So Samsung would always recall their products, say, hey, there's a problem in your product. Come down. Do they have a Samsung store?
I think they do. Hani is so...
Do they have one?
I think they do. Yeah, there is a Samsung store.
I've never seen one.
I've seen in Dubai Mall, I think.
I've
in different
never
malls.
seen one.
Yeah, there's a Samsung store.
Right? So bring down your products to any authorized retailer.
Funny enough, it actually looks a lot like Apple stores.
Yeah, because Apple, I'm not going to kiss
We're not
Apple.
biased.
Yeah, I'm not, And, Apple did sell more than 100 million iPhone 12 series iPhones with 7 months of its launch. And iPhone 12, believe it or not, is my favorite iPhone of them all.
True.
Right? Kind of on the side with the iPhone 5S, but because it has the same, grip to it, to that squared, rectangular feel. And
I didn't think I'd like it, but I actually do like that.
I love it. Sometimes I do kind of feel like maybe if I went down a little bit to the iPhone 12 Pro, not the Max. But, sometimes I'll be watching YouTube videos and I love the screen. Anyways, I will get my hands on a new iPhone 13, inshallah, by the end of this month. Not this month, September.
Yes.
Right? I will pre-order it. Let us know your guys' thoughts, 4215 Durat Salat, or on our Instagram at Pulse95 Radio. Do you have a faulty iPhone 12?
Now, there are definitely terms and conditions to who can repair their phone. Apple did list that if your iPhone has other issues, you may not be eligible for that service, for that exchange, because if there's any damage that would impair the ability to complete the repair, let's say a cracked screen. In your case, Hani, I think you still have the cracked camera.
No, I don't.
You don't?
I fixed it at Apple.
Yeah, right. Sure.
Yes, I paid
2,000
something for the fix.
Yeah, right. Apple, if you're listening, no, Hani is eligible for the repair. If you do have any other issue with your iPhone, sadly, you will not be eligible for the repair. Or you could just fix it in an Apple store and then be eligible for the repair.
Yeah, just like I did.
Yeah. Let us know your thoughts. 4215 Durat Slot or slide into our DMs at Pulse95 Radio. If you have an iPhone 12 or an iPhone 12 Pro, have you been struggling with any audio problems whenever you make or receive calls? Our text lines are open. Coming up on today's show, we're going to get hungry in just a few moments because we're going to be talking about drones delivering pizza in a very interesting part of the world.
Mamma mia, pizzeria.
I wish it was Italy. I really do.
Check this out. Check this out. Pulse 95.
Mamma mia, pizzeria.
I knew you were going to
Italiano. You like my pizza?
Why do you have that expression on your face?
Cause that's how I feel.
You look disgusting.
No. That's just how I do my accents. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
sure.
this, if you kind of, you got the feeling of what we're talking about today. We're talking about pizza, right? And we're talking about drones.
Pizza deliveries.
No. You have to go pizza, right? They're drones
Pizza.
delivering pizza, but they're not delivering it in Italy, unfortunately. They're delivering it in Sejong City in South Korea.
I have a feeling it's Seong. I don't know why.
I don't speak French, so I don't know.
It's not French.
You don't know that saying, I don't speak French?
No.
Or excuse my French?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
I know,
same thing.
excuse my French.
Yeah, excuse my French, I don't speak French.
Well, the Ministry of Land, Infrastructure and Transport did announce plans in South Korea to basically start delivering some of the most well-known pizza companies.
Pizza?
Domino's Pizza. They're one of my favorites, personally.
Listen, there's a debate going on between me and my family members,
Okay.
right? So every Friday we have this tradition.
Pizza night.
Pizza day, all right? We order like 4 large pizzas and we eat through it the whole entire day, right?
Okay.
Except me because I'm on a diet,
Okay.
right? So I just smell the food and look at them eating
I
it.
was just going to ask, is it your cheat day on Fridays?
No, I haven't had a cheat day for like 3 months now. But listen, right? We have a debate. Domino's or Papa John's?
Oh my, that is so difficult.
Pizza Hut is not even in the question
No, it's
anymore
not.
because, it's not up to my standards.
Same.
Right? But Domino Pizza
It's so
or Papa
hard.
John's?
Which one do you go for?
It depends what I'm feeling.
I think for me, the only difference is that butter sauce. The butter sauce that Papa John's offers,
Mamma mia.
it's
I am
hard.
hungry.
It's so hard to put down. Anyway, this is not an advertisement for
Right.
any of the companies.
But I want to ask the listeners, 4215 Durat Salat, let us know. Domino Pizza or Papa John's, or, Omnia, there's Papa Murphy's now.
I was just going to say Papa Murphy.
And there was another one. I forgot it. The Pizza Pie Factory.
Oh, I've never tried those.
So these Papa Murphy's, believe it or not, is really well known in England.
Really?
Yeah, I never knew that.
I had no idea. I thought you were going to say Abu Dhabi, because in Abu Dhabi, they love it.
So Omni, I was on TikTok.
Yeah.
Right? I on TikTok, believe it or not.
What's different?
I'm on TikTok. I'm swiping through, and I saw someone talking about Papa Murphy's is the best in London. I'm like, what? You guys have it there? I thought it was a homegrown business in the UAE.
Oh my God.
But, ladies and gentlemen, if you want pizza soon enough, you might get it by a drone if you live in Seong City.
Yes,
in South Korea, and it will be delivered to you by a drone.
I love how fast this drone delivery is done, because first off, they plan it 2 to 3 times per hour. So you've got deliveries going on 2 to 3 times every hour from 1 p.m. up until 6 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays from the 21st of August up until the 31st of October. That's going to be the testing phase of it. And anyone living in the city...
I volunteer to be a
to
tester.
Try it?
To be a tester.
Of course you would. Anything that involves food. They have announced that this drone delivery service will be done through a mobile application, and it's going to be live streamed. Imagine, people are going to be live streaming when they receive the pizza.
Oh, boy, you don't want to... I declined the offer.
Why?
Because I'll come out shirtless, right? Open my balcony.
Receive the pizza.
Because when I'm at home, I like to close the... I like to live in darkness.
Okay.
Right? So I'll be like... Yeah, pizza, right? So cancel unless they don't take a video of me. But the customers who do want to get pizza through the drone delivery can actually track the location of the drone in real time through the mobile app by ordering on the official delivery app of Domino Pizza. Mr. Domino's, right? Who owns Domino's Pizza? Come on.
You want one?
We live in the city of skyscrapers, right? Imagine I just go on my balcony.
We've got flying burgers over here.
I don't like burgers that much. I like pizza. I like fattening things.
What's interesting is, have you ever thought of drones being attacked? We've talked
I have to have a conversation with you after we finish.
Why?
To stop talking about food on the show.
Okay.
Because my stomach just went blah, 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 blah.
You're
blah,
hungry.
Blah, blah, blah.
You're hungrier now. If you've been worried about drone attacks, specifically, we've seen airport drone attacks. Pizza drone attacks are very much real, and that's exactly why whenever you receive the pizza, there's going to be a password-generated process. So you can't actually...
Pizza 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you can't take the pizza out of the drone or have it handed to you unless you go ahead and enter the right password. Let us know what are your thoughts, and would you order a pizza?
Pizza!
If you can deliver it or get it delivered through a drone.
Mamma mia, sign me up now.
Pulse 95.
Apps all around.
What's worth a click and download?
Whenever we talk about Twitter, I know it's a story I need to hand down to Hani, but I have my thoughts on ticketed spaces.
Not a thought, a thoughts.
A thoughts on ticketed spaces, because I just feel like... How can I put this in nicer words?
Now you make understanding why I don't like it.
It feels like it's just going to make the ego of people on Twitter grow even larger. I'm sorry, but to pay money to watch what would look like or what is like an Instagram live. Because Spaces is like a live, it's a live stream.
Yeah, it is a live stream.
So to pay money for me to watch someone come online and talk about something, I don't know, man. If something is free, why make it paid? It just does not make sense.
I mean, again, we are looking at how a lot of people will start resorting to Clubhouse a lot more now. And
or
we
even
do
Instagram.
Or even Instagram Lives, right? But I think the only thing or the only issue with Instagram Lives is that, you have to have a video. Some people don't like having videos
true.
on their when they're speaking
platform.
about a topic. Now, we know that Twitter is beginning to roll out ticketed spaces or paid live audio rooms, and the company has announced just yesterday that it is experimenting with that feature for some iOS users. Now, notice why it says some iOS users, because they know iOS users are premium payers. Get it? See? It's all marketing tactics.
I didn't even think about that.
Yes. Now, we do know that it first rolled out applications to try the product and, eventually make it available to all interested in iOS and Android devices. So, Omnia, hosts can actually charge $1 to $999 for their ticketed rooms and can also
Excuse me?
set a room size capacity for them.
I think I lost my
So 3.67 dirhams up to 3,670 dirhams.
Say what?
Yes.
Why?
To go into a room to hear someone speak about something that
I think, look,
isn't worth that money.
I feel like it has potential to turn into, like, you know how you pay
Concerts?
Yeah, you pay same thought. You pay someone to come and sing somewhere. You pay a lot of money, and you may do the same online.
But
Exactly.
it's online. It's not real life. I don't have to physically go anywhere. There's no
What
physical
perk
venue.
are you getting? Like,
You're getting, nothing because
it's someone coming out and giving a talk. Okay, maybe you can share your thoughts on a chat. Is there a chat feature on
no, there's no
Spaces?
chat feature. You
Like-
you raise your hand, I believe, and they'll let you go. Hey, Hanny, what do you think about 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, hello, my name's Hanny.
Very excited to get to meet you.
Yeah, so again, remember that you're going to be hearing feedback from people who are not professionals in that area, and it might not be so ear-pleasing, so to speak.
True. Now,
Yeah.
what's interesting is Twitter is going to be making quite the cut if the price of the ticketed spaces rises. So Twitter is going to increase its cut from 3% to 20% if the user makes a total of $50,000 across their earnings on the app. So there's a big penny coming for Twitter from it.
I don't believe anyone's gonna pay. I don't think anyone's gonna make $50,000. I mean, even if it's a comedian, a well-known comedian, no one's gonna be paying $999 to listen to some guy. Because again, listen, most audio is great. Like you guys are listening to us right now through the radio,
Yeah.
right? But when we're talking about concerts, when we're talking about stand-up comedy,
Yeah.
right? These need visual things. And I don't believe anyone's going to pay 3,000 dirhams to listen to Kevin Hart speak, right? Or to even make a comedy joke. Why would anyone do that? And I do believe Twitter has a horrible approach to this. And that's just my 2 cents to it. I believe this is horrible.
Look, when Twitter actually previewed this feature back in May, they did say that hosts would keep 80% of their revenue after the App Store fees. And now that they're launching this feature for hopefully everyone, they have actually been changing the cut. They want to make more out of it. I doubt anyone is going to be making much out of this, honestly. But what's interesting about this new feature is that you as a user, you can either listen to a space or host a space. You can even block someone from entering a space, which I believe. Can you block people on an Instagram live? I don't think
You
so.
can restrict it.
During the live?
I believe you can restrict it. I mean, yeah, but still at the same time, I don't believe that, that it's worth paying money. Like this is $1,000. We're not talking about $1. We're talking about $1,000. It can go up to $1,000, but still, I do know a lot of people will start abusing, such feature.
And not everyone gets it. That's the thing as well. For you to be able to earn money through a ticketed space, you need to have at least 1,000 followers. You need to have hosted at least 3 spaces in the past 30 days. And you need to be at least 18 years old, which I'm so glad that they put this out. We don't want minors out there making money out of ticketed spaces, personally.
Yeah, again, I don't believe this is a great approach by TikTok. But by Twitter,
Why are we putting TikTok under fire?
No, TikTok is the best. I don't believe it's a great approach by Twitter. And Jack Dorsey, I don't know what you're thinking, brother. I mean, I guess you guys really need to make that revenue, right? I mean, just start putting more sponsored ads. That would be much, much better. But let us know your guys' thoughts. 4215, do our thoughts, or on our Instagram at Pulse95 Radio. Would you pay your cold, hard-earned cash to listen to someone speak?
Our text lines are open. We want to hear your thoughts. If it was about cheese, I might just go in one of those ticketed spaces. It's cheese, man.
Let's hit the next button.
Let's hit the next button. Coming up on Future Talk, we're going to be talking all about one of the most widespread filters, apps, you name it, turning your photo into a cartoon character. It's been widespread and a lot of people have been doing it without taking a second thought onto whether or not it's going to be impacting our privacy. Is it or is it not? Keep Pulse 95 locked to find out more about it.
Check this out. Check this out. Pulse 95.
Lately, we've seen a trend on Instagram, social media platforms in general, about cartoonifying your face. Have you done it?
Yes.
You have, and I have as well.
I think I'm one of the first actually to do the app.
First.
I mean, between my friends, I was the first.
Okay.
And between the people on Instagram, I was the first.
Okay.
Like between my groups and followers, yeah. And because I think there was an app called Gratitude, Graffiti, something like that. Gradient, right? And I did it.
Well, if you are also one of the people that have been trying out the cartoonifying your face to different application, one app called Voila has been actually one of the most popular ones to do it for you. You may have to take a second thought to think about what's happening to your own privacy when you're using the application, because a security researcher, a security expert has actually been saying that applications like this may actually impact your privacy and give applications access to your entire camera roll.
Yeah, I mean, we do know that once you download such apps, the first thing is going to tell you select photos or select all photos. But listen, if you had your location enabled when that photograph was taken, it will actually give you the latitude and longitude, and in some cases, even the altitude of where that photo was taken, and that information gets uploaded to a server. And in this case, this one is run by this organization, and now they have access to such information. Now, the app does state in its privacy policy that we do not retain your sensitive personal information for longer than it is required for the purposes for which information may be lawfully used. So, they're saying, hey, we don't actually store your information for long periods of time until, whatever service you want is done.
True. Now, the application Voila has actually been one of the most wildly popular apps to, especially in the past few weeks, to cartoonify your face. According to App Analytics, this company has actually been making a lot of users. It's been gaining about 300,000 installs across the App Store, the iOS, as well as the Google Play Store in just a few months. In June alone, it was actually downloaded 300,000 times. And the majority of those people have actually been even paying to get premium services on the app. So with the subscription, you get any filters or like the name of the app removed. Any watermarks are also removed, and people have been enjoying it. But security experts have definitely been saying that it could hurt your privacy. And even if you cancel that paid subscription, you are still having your data become compromised. So security experts have been saying the best way to go about this is to basically, even if you want to use the app, to just simply not give it access to your entire camera roll.
Select current photos, select more photos, but don't give it access to your whole camera roll. And that is one of the initiatives that Apple has been trying to do and trying to raise awareness about. You just give them whatever picture you want to be added to your camera roll or to the app so it could be edited. I do not... sometimes I select all.
Because it's just less of a hassle.
Yeah, it depends on what app it is. If it's an app I've been using for a long time, I'm like, whatever. But if it's a one-time thing app, select one photo. Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam.
True. Also, if you have your location enabled whenever a photograph is taken, this actually may give this app kind of more information that you want to what you want to share, especially to the organization running the app. So one good tip would be to remove the location that's enabled on photographs. Also, delete any photo that you go ahead and you give to the app. Go ahead and delete it at least from the app itself once you're done, once it's cartoonified, because that way they may not have more information than you want them to have.
Yes, let us know your guys' thoughts. 4215.thoughts or on our Instagram at Pulse95 Radio. Have you used Viola or, in my case, Gradient and cartoonified your face? And if you have, did you let all photos be sent or just a select amount? But ladies and gentlemen, this does conclude Future Talk for today. Hope you guys had a great start to your Sunday and a great start for all the students around the UAE who are starting their first day of school. We're going to be here all week for the rest of your lives. So tune in tomorrow, same time, same place, only here on Pulse
95.
If you liked this episode of Future Talk, drop a like and subscribe.
Pulse 95.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram for all our daily updates and top stories.